Alright, we're starting off the information flow here, so expect a lot of two-part videos over the next couple of days. There's a lot of regional deck profiles to cover, and I don't want to do more than 2 per video at the moment, because I'd like to actually go through and give a little bit more explanation on some of these. So, buckle up. It should be 3 videos a day. Should be some sort of match at the end of the day, depending. So, let's dig into this. First place, I believe that this was from Italy. This was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day deck profile. Now, this one kind of escaped under the radar, and I was actually kind of shocked to see this kind of creeping out there. I actually didn't think that a lot of people would be using Inspect Border combined with the Zoo engine, but this duelist actually kind of decided to shock the world and go against the mentality of having this be a stun-based deck to incorporating it into a stun-based engine. Granted, when you have these on the field, your opponent will get one effect, but as will you. So keep that in mind. So anyway, Inspecto Zoo Stun. So, triple Ash Blossom, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Inspector Aborter, 1 Cataroost, 2 Ram Ram, 1 Rat Pier, triple Throwblade, triple Whiptail, spells triple Tenki My Man, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Desires, 2 Ripple Scapegoat, and triple Zoodiac Barrage. Traps, 1 Judgment, triple Strike, 1 Warning, 2 Storming Mirror Force, and 2 Zoodiac Combo, just for that very powerful recursion, as I like to call it, returning, drawing. It's a stun deck. It does what it does. The extra deck, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Baguski, 1 Borbo. Actually, only shocked to see only 1 of these. Triple Chakanine, 2 Hammer Bong, and triple Tiger Mortar. And then 1 Firewall, 1 Link Karibo, and 2 Mrs. Radiant. I believe just creating beatdown scenarios is probably what he was going for here. Side deck, triple Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, triple Bottomless Trap Hole, triple Dimensional Barrier, triple Torrential Tribute, and 1 Unending Nightmare. Now, let's talk about this. As I said, typically with Inspect Border, you are trying to play a very slow game. And I will argue, for the sake of this deck doesn't really give 2 shits about hand traps. So, whatever you're capitalizing going through this duelist head, when you're going to play, you don't care if you give your opponent 1 effect per turn, because it's usually 4, 5, 6 effects that are really going to kind of push you into the table. And you've got spot removal in the form of these. Now remember, Whiptail's an effect that activates. So if you have Inspect Border up, this will be your 1 effect, technically, per turn, which is kind of interesting. And the only reason why I say it activates is because it'll go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3 if you've got them all underneath it. So there's that. But outside of this, this deck is literally just, fuck you, I'm a big solemn deck. And I was reading through the comments when this was originally posted, and people were like, well, the only reason why it won was because he's relying on the solemns to effectively stop his opponent's game state progression, and Inspect Border's just kind of icing on the cake. I will agree with you. I do feel that looking at this list, that the choices could have been better. You know, 3rd Storming Mirror Force would have been something that I might have considered. But it worked for them to the extent in which they needed it to work. Scapegoat's a very interesting addition to it. I've been seeing Scapegoat in Spiral decks as well. But there was 1 Spiralist this weekend that was playing Scapegoat. And we're starting to see now that Scapegoat is kind of becoming one of those staple-esque cards. Because literally, Scapegoat turns into a Firewall Dragon, or 2 Mrs. Radiant. It's kind of up to you. I like 2400 Mrs. Radiants. I don't know about you, but it's kind of adorable just what a turn 2 card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Can generate in today's day and age. So, very interesting inclusion of these, but I feel like the deck is slow enough that he could kind of get away with it. I mean, fuck, Inspect Border set literally like this. I can... Alright, well, this is a good hand. Fucking Barrage and Tenki. Alright. Doesn't feel bad. That's for fucking sure. Oh my god, I'm liking these hands. Oh, Rat Pier, drop your, you can end on Chakanine Hammer Bong if you want. Throwblade, drop Rat Pier if you want, or you can normal summon the Rat Pier. If you do go Throwblade, you will probably draw the Ghost Ogre. Huh. More or less interesting. I just wanted to profile this and just take motion that, hey, Zoo is still kind of acting like it's alive. And, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. I'm still very happy to see this deck alive, especially playing shit like Cataroost. You know, take it for what you will. And the last list for this video is going to be the New Zealand first place Burning Abyss. Now, New Zealand had a regional. I'm not quite sure how many people it was. Give or take, it was a few, but this deck it caught my attention because I've been hearing a lot of things out of the European side of the metagame. You know, I haven't seen Burning Abyss doing so well in the TCG format, but we've talked about this deck a little bit because during the era of basically Tier 0 Spirals, we had Burning Abyss running around and actually being successful at being a deck. Now that Spirals and Pendulum Magician are a little bit more checked, shouldn't this deck essentially gain more power as well? So let's dig into this. One copy of Alich, triple Ash Blossom, one Barbar, one Cowcab, one Seer, one Crane Crane, triple Farfa, triple Fiendish Rhino, one Godarla, and one Gamma Seal, with triple Ghost Ogre, one Graph, one Kumumungus, one Lubick, one Rubik, and triple Scarm with one Tour Guide. Do keep in mind that he is maining the Kaiju engine, which a lot of people I think have found this a little bit more interesting. I've kind of gone back into that format mentality where people want to be playing some sort of Kaiju engine, and it's just more or less one of those things. It's the format slowed down enough that we can kind of have a pissing contest literally with boss monsters now. So inclusion of this is very techy. Anyway, spells: one Dark Hole, one Foolish Barrel, one Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, triple Pot of Desires, one Raigeki, triple Twin Twister, triple Evenly Matched. A lot of disruption in this main deck. Oh, so good. The extra deck: one Dragon Buster, one Dante, one Virgil, one Beatrice, triple Dante, one Mechwhip Danganier, one Acid Golem, one Nightmare Shark, one Utopic Future, one Break Sword, one Totally Awesome, one Decode, one Underclock Taker. We're starting to see a lot of Underclock Taker showing up in more of the roguish deck choices now, being a card that a lot of these duelists can kind of rely on. I consider the arrows really fucking weird, being the way it is, but it does give you the ability to point down. If we had the normal monster, the one that generically points like this, I think things would have been a lot better for a lot of these rogue decks, but for now, Underclock Taker. Anyway, side deck: triple Chaos Hunter. Gotta fucking love Trick Stars with a passion. Triple Ghost Reaper. Triple System Down for ABC. Also for ABC. One Upstart Goblin. I don't know if this is a meme, but maybe he wants to turbo up his deck. Triple Anti-Spell, one Skill Drain, and one Judgment. Now, as I said, a lot of people have been expecting Burning Abyss to be a sleeper deck, especially in today's day and age. Going into an event, your mentality is going to be, well, I gotta beat Pendulum Magician, and I gotta beat Trickstar. You know, both of these decks are your generic pain in the ass. So if your deck can essentially out any side of the equation, you're going to be in a much better position. And that's what I was talking about with the Kaiju engine here. Your deck has the ability to kind of stop those temperamental cards that Pendulum Magician generates. Not so much with Trickstar, but I mean, you have board wipes built into your deck, and decks that can go second in this metagame as opposed to the decks that are going first, setting up those very large boards. You know, that's got to be the way you've got to approach the metagame at the moment. Is, if I go first, can I still do what I need to do? I mean, we'll look at some of these hands here. I mean, you can do stuff with this hand going first. Fiendish Rhino, Seer, seems good. Farfa Ash Blossom, double Twin Twister. I'd prefer to go second with this hand because we can blow out back row, but, you know, it's not bad. Evenly Matched going second. Desires for more turbo power. You know, this deck very well can go second and still go first, but I think its mode of choice is definitely going second, just because of the sheer power that it has with all the going second cards. So what do you guys think about the current metagame, the progression of it, just where things are going in general? leave me some food for thought down below in my comment section. And guys, wish you the best of luck as you begin tutoring your decks for the metagame. Alright guys. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zoodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.